Team Cherry. And a lovely image of a glowing bug thingy. And we are taken straight to the title. Hello, everyone. This is Quiversee, and welcome to Hollow Knight. This is definitely one of the big indie classics. One of the best metroidvanias I ever played. Because, yes, I have played Hollow Knight. That being said, the last time I played it was in 2018. So it's been a while. But what with the recent releases of Silksong, which has been like, I think that took like a decade almost after getting announced before it actually got released. But the point is, with that coming out, it's got me thinking about the game again, and I kind of want to play Silksong, but I want to revisit Hollow Knight first. And of course, I want to do all that here. Now, this file right here, as you can see, this is the one that I have from back in 2018. And despite that 108% over there, it's actually not technically 100% done. Because this game has multiple DLCs, and I was not capable of beating the last one. I tried. Oh, you better believe I tried. But, I wasn't quite skilled enough to do it. Suffice to say, I'm going to try again, but I make no promises as to my ability to accomplish it. But let's start anew. In wilds beyond they speak your name with reverence and regret. For none could tame our savage souls, yet you the challenge met. Under palest watch, you taught we changed, base instincts were redeemed. A world you gave to bug and beast, as they had never dreamed. From the Elegy for Hallownest by Monoman the Teacher. A charming and yet equally haunting excerpt, I would say. A chamber of chains, shrouded in darkness. Suddenly bursting with light. From deep within some kind of tomb. It has been a long time, like I had said, since I played this, 2018, and I haven't touched the game since, but there's still some things that are burned into my brain. And, some stuff about that scene we just saw there is among them. But that's for much later. For now, we have a small, strange creature overlooking some specks of light in the darkness. And this small, strange creature is who we are in control of. Indeed. Mayhap this is the titular knight. Either way, pretty basic start here. We can run, we can jump, we can swing our blade. And destroy all of this gorgeous scenery and that little bugger over there. Just take a moment to appreciate the glorious art style of this game. It's very dark and has very few colors, but doggone it, they make those colors just so diverse with the way that the lighting goes. The artists in this game knew what they were doing, and there's much more color in this game than it might look at first glance. Anyways, this thing here, it's a rock with a bunch of smaller rocks. And as the sound might indicate, that sounds like clinking coins. That stuff there is our money. If I am remembering correctly, I believe it's called Geo. Oh. Hello there, shiny stone. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Your great strength marks you amongst us. Focus your soul, and you shall achieve feats of which others can only dream. Collect soul by striking enemies. Once enough soul is collected, you hold B to focus your soul and heal. Yeah, so that bubble in the top left there is our soul, which is essentially our mana. And if we get hurt, like I did there, we can hold down B to heal up at the cost of some soul. At the moment, soul doesn't have any other purpose, but it will gain more purpose later. Yeah, definitely want to try and grab as much of this geo as I can. Lord knows we're going to need it. And yeah, strike, like, breaking all of these, like... Oh! Thank you, Mr. Cave. I was going to say, breaking all these stalactites and stuff doesn't give us any soul because they don't have souls. They're rocks. But, it's satisfying to do. Stuff needs to bleed out that orange bug blood, typically, in order for it to give you soul. But there are some exceptions. Speaking of colorful bug things, this blue thing, what could it hold? Small blue bugs that don't want to be here. But if we kill them, we get blue masks up there. The masks are our health. And blue masks is essentially armor. So if we get hit right now, whoop, if we get hit right now, those blue masks will disappear and I won't be able to recover them. I'd like to see if I can find a way to get back up there so I can get to that geo up there. Ooh, what's down here, though? Another geostone. And there appears to be more over there. Our jump definitely won't be able to make it there, but there's another little trick that our Nightman can do. Ha! By stabbing down, we can bounce off stuff. It specifically has to be harmful stuff. Like, I can't just bounce off of this. More words for the higher beings. Within our lands, do not hide your true form. Let all bask in your majesty, for only this kingdom could produce one such as you. This is an extremely red box. What do we have here? Collected a charm, Fury of the Fallen. Equip a charm to activate its powerful abilities. To equip a charm, open the charms menu while resting at a bench. So yeah, in addition to being a metroidvania, this game is also a Souls-like. Where benches are essentially our bonfires. So... Oh, I'm back down here. Maybe I can actually get that geocache again. But yeah. There will definitely be deaths, don't you worry. I am not good enough to beat this game without dying. Even though that is a mode in and of itself. Which, well, I'm not good enough to even beat the last DLC. There we go. Then, ain't no way I'm gonna be good enough for that. Okay, I guess it's not just harmful things. Basically, anything that is a bit more interactive than just basic ground, you could probably bounce on. And there we go. We've made it across by going around. More words for the higher beings. Beyond this point, you enter the land of King and Creator. Step across this threshold and obey our laws. Bear witness to the last and only civilization, the eternal kingdom, Hallownest. I see. Something tells me that Hallownest doesn't want us in. Down we go! Thankfully, being a bug, we have to worry about things like fall damage. But welcome to the first bastion of respite here. The fading town of Dirtmouth. And there's an old man.
Oh there, traveler. I'm afraid there's only me left to offer welcome. Our town's fallen quiet, you see. The other residents, they've all disappeared. Headed down that well, one by one, into the caverns below. Used to be there was a great kingdom beneath our town. It's long fell to ruin, yet it still draws folks into its depths. Wealth, glory, enlightenment. That darkness seems to promise all things. I'm sure you too seek your dreams down there. Well, watch out. It's a sickly air that fills the place. Creatures turn mad, and travelers are robbed of their memories. Perhaps dreams aren't such great things after all.
I have a feeling that this creature has seen many things. But there's also a bench. So now we are introduced to the bench. To equip a charm, we can open the charms menu while resting at a bench. And lo and behold, the charms menu. So if I remember correctly, this kind of works like the badge system from Paper Mario. We have equipped and we have notches. Over here is the thing we've equipped. And it costs 2. Okay, yeah, so the notches are essentially like badge points and dictate how many things we can equip. And we can only, the thing is we can only change what we're equipped with at a bench. So once I get up off this bench, I can't change this until I sit back down. So Fury of the Fallen embodies the fury and heroism that comes upon those who are about to die. When close to death, the bearer's strength will increase. Handy. And we also have our inventory. So we got 4 things here. This is Focus, which is just reminding us that how to heal and gather soul energy. The Old Nail, which is our weapon. Yeah, we fight with a nail. And then these 2 things, which, if I remember right, are essentially heart pieces and soul pieces, respectively. Like, you know, gather up this gives like mask shards, which will then combine to create a new unit of health, and this gives you extra soul energy. For all your mapping supplies we will be opening soon is Zelda and Cornifer. I remember Cornifer. He's one of those things that you do not forget about. He's a very delightful fellow. But this is the well that we were warned about. The Forgotten Crossroads. And yeah, there's a shop that talks about mapping supplies. Guess what we don't have? We don't have a map. I did not mean to go back up. Well, we don't have a map, so we gotta pick a direction. I choose left. Got some more money and killed ourselves an enemy bug. Oh, we got some crawly boys. Yeah, this game kind of starts off a little bit on the simple side in terms of challenge. But number 1, that really ramps up. And number 2, what the beginning lacks in difficulty of fighting, it makes up for in difficulty for navigation and exploration. Oh, don't you worry about that. So what was in here? Oh, this guy! I have flashbacks to you. But right now, he's just a crying old worm. We can't do anything about him yet. But we should be able to do something with him relatively soon. And it's related to his reason for crying. I pass a thing. Oh, there's something over this way, too. Might as well. I mean, we don't really have much of a direction or a purpose. We're just exploring and fighting. For the sake of it. Hello there, glowy friend. Oh, I kind of remember these things. One of the rare examples of something not alive that we can strike to gain soul energy. And I think that's its explicit purpose, is just to give us soul power. A shaft of spiky doom? Nonsense. I see nothing but an elevator. Oh, oh, nothing. Hold to look down. Yeah. Not a bad idea when we're jumping down like this. I don't see anything over there. Oh, boy. Lots of bones in the background, I can't help but notice. something other than bugs has been dying down here, because bugs don't got bones. That's another soul totem thing. And I'm all full up, so I don't needs to strike it. I have a feeling this is gonna break when I step on it. Yup. That's why I jumped. Okay, and that's all that's over that away, so what about this away? Oh! Hello! I didn't expect to find you! This isn't supposed to be the first boss, I'm pretty sure. But here we are. The Brooding Moloch, I think is what that said. He is a pain in the butt. Luckily, we can, as you can see, heal during a boss fight. Ah, jeez. Whoa. Okay. His jump's actually not that bad. That kind of, you blasted brooding whatchamawatsit. Oh, how did I get over there? Okay, I shouldn't risk it. I was at 1 health, so I was getting the power up from my charm. I don't want to risk it. I'd rather not die. Darn it! Well, at least I can demonstrate what happens when you die now. We respawn back at a bench. And you'll notice that up in the top left there, a couple things look different. Our geo is set to 0, and our soul orb is cracked. So, like I said, this game is also a bit of a Souls-like. Every time you die, you lose all your money, and you end up in, like, a broken state. In order to get it all back, I need to return back to where I died. If I remember correctly how this works, if I die before I get back to where I died the first time, I'm just gonna peek in here. I'm curious. The Pilgrim's Way. Travels of Hallownest ascend through the verdant wilds and fungal groves to the city at the kingdom's heart. There all wishes shall be granted, all truths revealed. I am not gonna worry about that right now. But if I die before I get back to where I died, I'm pretty sure that I lose the geo that was tied to the previous death permanently. But if I can get there without dying again, then I get it all back. Essentially, dying gives you a check of, like, all of the money that you had on your person at the moment of your death. And you can only have one of those at a time. So, when you're in this weakened state, you gotta be really careful. There we go. And I kind of like the fact that you are in a weakened state. Because, basically, yeah, it was a little hard to see there, but when we're in that state, we can't hold as much soul energy. We're reduced. And that doesn't go away until we get back to wherever we died. So even if you end up at a point in the game where you have so much money you don't need it anymore, you're still incentivized to go out of your way for getting back your soul. Speaking of, there it is. Thankfully, it didn't actually appear in the boss room, which I'm pretty sure the game is usually pretty generous about that. And it kind of needs to be because it ain't free. Okay, it's mostly free. But the point is, I still had to fight my soul. I don't remember if it scales in any way or not, but yeah, gotta be aware that you don't just walk into wherever you died. You gotta pick it up. Right. Yeah, shoot your stuff, you jerk. Ha! Darn it. Alright, just heal up. Dang it. Hey, I dodge the volley. Okay, I'm starting to get a feel for his jump. Not as much the volley. That feels kind of RNG. Dang it. But his jump, he's clearly doing 2 jumps every time. Alright, I need to put a little focus on healing. Okay. We healed up 3 times. That's good. Let's go on the attack. Dang it! Double dang it! Got him! Ow! Woo! Take that, you bloated beast! And we get a mask shard. Nice. Meant what I said, though. That's not normally supposed to be your first boss. I remember that hum. It's Carnifer! I love this guy.
Oh, don't touch that.
Hello there. Come down to explore these beautiful old ruins? Don't mind me. I have a fondness for exploring myself. Getting lost and finding your way again is a pleasure like no other. We're exquisitely lucky, you and I. I'm a cartographer by trade, and I'm working on mapping this area right now. Would you like to buy a copy of my work so far? Yes, please. Acquired the map. Hold left bumper to view a map of the area. View a detailed map in the map pane of the inventory. A map can be a useful thing, but it alone won't show you where you are. If you've not the head for directions, I suggest purchasing a compass from my wife, Iselda. She's just now opening a new map shop in Dirtmouth, selling all sorts of useful things to wanderers like yourself. She'll even sell some of my old maps from time to time. I pop back to see her whenever I finish mapping an area. She's always so excited to see me. So, what he said there about like purchasing old maps is a bit of a clue to how he operates. Cornifer basically just goes all over the place and will sell you maps if you can find him. And he always has that telltale whistle, or whistle, not whistle, hum. That humming, that tune he hums. He always does that. And I love him for it. But if you don't find him after a while, he will leave an area. He only exists in one map area at a time. If he ever is in an area and then leaves before you purchase a map, which I'm guessing is like triggered based on progress. Ooh, acid. Then you can purchase any maps that you had, that you had missed, rather, that you would have otherwise gotten from Cornifer from his wife. A little baby grub then. So you remember the crying mustache dude in the hole? We just saved one of his babies. Might be worth going to pay him another visit. Or, you know, I could just take a casual dip in the acid bath. As one does. I had 100% forgot about acid. Although now I'm starting to remember, I think that there's an upgrade we get later that allows us to, like, traverse the acid. Ow. But that's probably not for a good long while yet. Oh, I haven't even looked at the map. So yes, this is the map that you get from Cornifer. Like he said, it's what he has explored so far. Specifically what he has explored. Not us. So places, there's a couple of spots on here we've been to that he hasn't, such as where we fought the Moloch. And there's a couple of spots where he's been to that we haven't. Like that area entirely on the right-hand side and that room in the middle, which I'm pretty sure that room in the middle with like the horned figure, I think that that's where we're supposed to go for what's supposed to be the first boss fight. Cornifer's maps are all going to kind of start like this. And I'm pretty sure that all of them will depict something that is meant to be like, hey, this is where you're probably supposed to go and in this case, it's the thing in the middle. The thing on the top there, I remember what that is, and that's not for a while. Although I might want to still pay it a visit. Battle room! We must fight! In addition to bosses, there's also, like, battle arenas like that. What's over this way? The pathway down, it would appear. With Geo galore! Should probably head back to Dirtmouth to see if I can spend some of that. There's a path up there and a path down here. What's down here? Hello. Little zombie bug with the glowing orange eyes. Fairly certain that's significant, but not yet. Like, every enemy has been bleeding orange whenever we've hit them, but not all of them have had glowing orange eyes. Some of them have just had black empty sockets. Oh! I should probably heal. 3. Oh, more Geo up there. But there's also worms. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get up there safely. Ow! That was stupid. And I can't go up there either. We're probably gonna need to get a jump upgrade to deal with that. Ooh. A sign. Something else to keep your eyes out for are signs. They might point you to stuff that's useful. In this case, I'm not sure what that's pointing to. But you know what? Oh, wait, I know what this is. A toll machine with the symbol of a stag. Insert Geo. Yes. This is a stag station. You pay the toll and ring the bell, and it's a friend! Greetings, little one. It has been an age since I last heard the ringing of a station's bell. It echoed down the stagways and called me to you. I've grown stiff and tired over these many years, and I've forgotten much, but the sound of the bell will always call me back. These stagways stretch the depths of Hallownest. If you want to travel them, hail me from the platform. I will take you where you need to go. Oh, he can take us to Dirtmouth. But yeah, he's our fast travel. He is our travel station. You know what? I wanted to go back to Dirtmouth anyway. Can't open that, but what about if I hit this lever? We have just opened a door. And speaking of open doors, this is that map shop that had Iselda and Cornifer's name on it. You must be Iselda. Come to buy a map, have you? It's really my husband you should be dealing with, but what a surprise! He's headed down below. He'll pop back occasionally to deliver new maps for the store, but I do wish he'd spend a little more time up here. I've not much interest in retail myself. Now let's see what's here for me to sell. So she has a few things that we can purchase. The Wayward Compass, as you can see, has a notch cost, which means it is a charm. And that means that we have to equip it, but it pinpoints our location on the map. So not necessary, but definitely helpful, although with a cost. The quill is the single most important item on this list, and it is exactly what we're going to buy. We'll get into that in a minute. All of the other things here are pins. So bench pin, cocoon pin, which is for like those blue armor cocoons, vendor pins for shops, stagway pins for the fast travel dude we just found, and a hot spring pin, which I don't remember what the significance is of those. And these, yes, so these are custom pins. If we find something that we might not be able to interact with, that would be what those are for, to be able to mark those on the map. But yeah, the map, we also have a little bit of a Dirtmouth map. There really isn't much on it right now, but now that we have the quill, look at that. It looks a bit more refined. And if I hit the wrong button, but more importantly, go to the full map, everywhere that we have been is now recorded on the map. But Cornifer's spots where he has been and we haven't are still marked in it with the rough sketch. So I'm thinking I'm going to stop it here. And next time on Hollow Knight, we're going to go and explore all those areas that Cornifer's been to that we haven't. And then we'll have a lot more places to check afterwards. Until then, thank you all so much for watching. Goodbye.